Today we're going to be reviewing for your quiz. Your quiz is just on exponential growth and decay and compound interest. So first we're going to start on the front side, which is exponential regressions, okay, our exponential functions. Remember, your quiz is going to look just like this worksheet, so make sure you are paying very close attention and writing everything down. So it asks us to write the exponential regression equation. So we take our calculator. We're going to hit Stat and Edit, and we're going to plug all the information into the calculator. Pause the video now if you don't have the information in there already, okay? But here's my information from this table. So now I'm going to hit Stat, go over to Calc, and we go all the way down to option 0, which is our exponential regression equation. It wants us to the nearest hundredth, and hundredth is 2 decimal places. So y equals 27.20. We can write it as 0. Remember, the function says y equals a times b to the x power. So times, we can write our b value in parentheses, 1.15 to the x power. So that would be the answer to part A. Part B asks us, what does the base mean? Our base is that 1.15. Well, first we see that it's greater than 1, so we know it's a growth. And we'll say at a rate of, and then to figure it out, we're going to subtract 1, and that'll give us our decimal, which we turn into a percent by moving it 2 places to the right, and we get 15%. So it's a growth at a rate of 15%. Question 2 is asking us to do very similar things. A box containing 100 coins is shaken and then poured out. So here we have our table. Again, remember, the first line goes into L1, the second one goes into L2. We're going to go into our calculator, Stat, Edit, clear out whatever information's already in our table. We're going to plug in this information here. Once we have this, we want to find our exponential regression equation. So Stat, Edit, down to option 0, hit Enter. Enter all the way through. And again, our equation, y equals a times b to the x power. And we're going to plug in y equals a is 1018.28 times our b value, which is 0.100, 2 decimals. I'm sorry, I didn't say that before. 0.59, which would round to 60 to the x power. So that's the equation. It then asks us, what does the base mean? Well, our base is 0.60, which we know is less than 1. So if it's less than 1, we know it's a decay at a rate of, we subtract 1, and that's going to give us our decimal value. So 0.60 minus 1 is negative 0.40. Remember, I told you that negative doesn't really matter. It just tells us it's a decay. Move it 2 places to the right, and so that gives us 40%. So it's a decay at a rate of 40%. The next question says, assuming this trend continues, use this equation to estimate to the nearest whole number, so we're rounding whole number, the number of coins that would be after the 8th trial. So we're going to plug 8 in for x. This is going to be our x. So y equals 1018.28 times 0.60 to the 8th power. And we get whole number, y equals 17. So 17 coins.